Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Alright, right here I have a box from Cricket Wireless. This, inside this box, is a $49, $49.99 to be exact. Just rounded up to $50. It's a $50 iPhone 13, brand new, never used, and the stipulation is you have to prepay, I believe it's 3 months. But somehow I was able to get around it and not have to do the 3-month prepay. And when I added it to the cart, I only paid 1 month. The total was $115, so it was a $60 plan plus $49.99. I think $5 was like taxes. So let's go ahead and open this box up. This knife is really sharp. Almost cut my finger off the other day. So let's go ahead and see what's inside here. So here is the iPhone 13, just the regular iPhone 13. It's not the Pro version. And as you can see, this has never been used. The seal is still on it. And it's really lightweight, so let's go ahead and unbox it. All right, so first time breaking the seal. And let's go ahead and remove it. Okay, wow, here we go. iPhone 13 in all its glory. Look at that. This is ridiculous. $49.99 for a iPhone 13. Can you imagine this phone used to be, I think when it first launched, it was like $6.99. And this is the black color. And it's super shiny. Just look at that. Just look how beautiful that is. Wow. Really, really, really nice. Glass back. So definitely get yourself a case for this phone. Now usually when I buy the phones, I usually get a case before I buy the phone or at the same time. And for some reason I neglected buying the case, so I'm not going to use this phone without a case, just to let you guys know, because I do not want to drop a phone with a glass back without a case. So let's go ahead and peel off the front. Boom, my favorite part. And set that aside, see what's in here. Now the thing that does suck about this one is it's the lightning port, and so it's got the lightning cable. That's what does suck. But other than that, it is not a deal breaker. And you have your SIM ejection tool, and I don't see much else. I remember before they would throw in some headphones, but I don't see any headphones in here, so that kind of sucks. But other than that, that's all you get here. So we're going to go ahead and power this bad boy up and see if there's any power here. Now, honestly, with the iPhone 16e that just came out, why would anybody spend $599 for the iPhone 16e? You'd have to be out of your mind. You can get an iPhone 13 right now, brand new, and which is a better phone. You still get 2 cameras on this one, and you get a wide and ultra wide. And the iPhone 16e, you don't even get, you just get a single camera. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go ahead and set this device up, and I'll be right back, guys. So hold your horses. All right, guys, so I'm back. So I got everything set up in here. Now let's go ahead and just kind of look at the specs here on this phone real quick. Let me go ahead and enter my passcode first. And let me see here if I remember what it is. All right, so now we got everything started up here, and swipe up, and so I didn't do any of the updates yet, so I'm gonna do that soon, so we can update the phone here. So we're gonna verify that, finish setting up your phone, set up Siri. You can go ahead and do that. Let's continue. Voice 1. All right.
The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun as the stars begin to shine through.
The colors of the sky fade with the settings.
The colors of the colors of the sky fade with the
colors of the sky fade with the setting sun. The colors of the sky fade with the setting sun.
All right, we'll go with that one. That's fine. Set that up later. Share audio recordings. We'll do that later. All right. So, anyways, as you guys can see, this is a 60 hertz display. It is not a 120 hertz. So that's one of the downfalls with iPhones when Apple introduces these entry-level iPhones. Not that it's still a great phone, but they don't want to put the 120 hertz refresh rate on the base model. So for example, the 13, the iPhone 13, 14, regular 15, they'll have 60 hertz. And then if you want to go and get the 120 hertz, then you got to get the Pro models. But to be honest with you, Apple just knows how to modify and just make the apps work really, really well, that you don't really notice it. On an Android, you'll notice if the phone has 60 hertz or 90 hertz or 120 hertz. Now, between 90 and 120, you're not going to notice a big difference. But between, let's say, 60 and 90 hertz, you're going to notice a huge difference. With iPhones, you're really not going to notice it. Just like this, you're just not going to notice a huge difference. Because, Apple has just been so great at just making all the software work cohesively. Just everything works perfect. And I'm not saying that Android doesn't do that. For example, my Pixel phone, everything works really, really well. I think if you want to get an Android phone that's just pure Android, you got to go with like a Google phone, something that doesn't have, a heavy skin on top of it. So this is, pure iOS. This phone has the A15 Bionic chip, which is still a great chip in 2025. You don't need, the 18 is great. But to be honest with you, with iPhones, you're not going to notice a difference as far as performance. Whether you have an iPhone 12, 13, 14, 15, I promise you, you are not going to tell the difference. The difference is just like, it's on paper. It's on paper, that's all. Because Apple just knows how to make everything work in sync. So kudos to them. Now, like everybody knows, I'm an Android guy. I prefer Android phones. But to be honest with you, I understand why people like iPhones. And I understand why people get trapped into the iPhone ecosystem. But at the same time, I wish this phone did have a 120 hertz refresh rate. But it is not going to make a huge difference, especially if you're doing day-to-day tasks. Once you're inside an app, you're not going to change. You're not going to notice a difference. You're not going to be like, oh my God, I really wish this had 120 hertz refresh rate. You're not thinking that. So it's really not a big deal. Now, with this one here, this has a 3300 millihour battery. So the battery's not big at all. And, there's pros and cons to that. The fact that the battery is a 3300 millihour battery means that this phone is very lightweight. And I love this fact, for the fact that this phone is lightweight, as light as it is. This is one of the reasons that I recommend a smaller phone. For example, my Pixel 9 Pro is like 200 grams. This phone, I believe, is like 170 grams. So it's 30 grams lighter. And I think side by side, they're about the same size. And I know that the Pixel has a 6.3 inch screen. This one has a 6.1 inch screen. But it just feels really, really good in the hand. And so, so if you guys are into iPhones, and if you have an iPhone 12, or this is just basically for people who have never actually owned an iPhone and want a new iPhone, I would recommend getting the iPhone 13, because you can get it really, really cheap now. Now you can get, the iPhone 15. I think it's a little bit more. I saw on Boost Mobile they had iPhone 15 for example, if you go to Boost Mobile, they have the iPhone 15 for $299, but then you also have to get, I believe, you have to get the $60 plan, so it's going to cost you $350. You get this one on Cricket, $49.99, and you're good to go, man. You can also get it on Metro by T-Mobile. They also have, I believe, this device on Metro by T-Mobile for free, I think, with the port in. I could be wrong, but let's just go ahead and check it out and see what options we have here. So you go to Boost here, and as you can see, iPhone 16e, $299. I would not recommend that. You get one camera. I mean, for $299, I can understand it. For $299, I think this phone should be at least $399 or $499 tops for what it has to offer. Single camera, I don't know about that. Then down here, if you scroll down, you'll see the iPhone 13. They're offering it for $99.99 on Boost. And then also, if you look at, I saw the iPhone 15 here the other day, unless they sold out of them, which is possible because, you know, for the price that they were offering. There we go. iPhone 15, guys, $299. I definitely would rather go with a $299 iPhone 15 than to go with the iPhone 16e. This is, I mean, this I don't even know why Apple made this phone. I have no idea, but there will be somebody who wants to have the newest iPhone, which is the iPhone 16e, and they're gonna go ahead and spend $600-700. You can get on Boost Mobile if you really want one for $299. And by the way, Boost Mobile uses Metro by T-Mobile and T-Mobile's circuits. So you guys, if you guys have T-Mobile and you like the service, Boost Mobile uses the same towers. And then, you know, you go to Cricket, where I got this one, and I'll show you how you guys can get this bad boy. So you just go to Phones and Devices, and then just go ahead and scroll down here. You have iPhone option for 13 for $29.99 if you do a number transfer, right? If you want to bring your number, it's $29.99, and then you pay 3 months. So that total is 60 times 3 is 180 plus 30, so 210, and you have 3 months of service, which is still not bad. I mean, hey, you got to use, if you're going to use the phone, you need service, right? And then if you want to go ahead and you get a new number, see, they changed it now. Now they changed it to $99.99. So when I got my phone, it was $49.99. So they changed it. But what they, and then here it's 3 months for $60. So that's $180 plus $99. Now it's $299. Yeah, it's $280. So I got mine last week when they had this phone for $49.99. But if you guys want to bring your number, you can get it for $29.99. So, but all in all, like I said, this is a great phone. Like I said, I don't notice the difference. The fact that this phone right now is scrolling at 60 hertz doesn't bother me at all. Anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, I'm going to do a full review in a couple days. I'm going to use this phone for a couple days. I got the 13 Pro Max, so I pretty much know what this phone does. The cameras are good. I just wish that the charging was a little bit faster, but it's a beautiful device, guys. So if you guys are actually looking for an iPhone, don't waste your money on an iPhone 16e. If you're new to the ecosystem, if you're going to go for the 16e, just get the 15 or the 14 or whatever. But yeah, this looks really, really good, guys. So if you guys like this video, don't forget, subscribe down below, hit like, hit the bell notification icon. Until next time, stay blessed and take care.